Rust is an interesting new survival game in which you are generated onto this environment, and you have to survive and thrive and live and kill and be a human. Yeah. And I say human.
Grief. Nonstop.
Because, yes, all the time, bothering everyone. But what's interesting about Rust is that you are randomly generated as, right now, a male character, but eventually it could be female. You could be a female character, and you are stuck with whatever it is. It is tied to your Steam key. So there are many different variances. There are skin color, which has resulted in some in-game racism, height, head size, face, limb size.
Well, I would say it has been exploited by in-game racism. I think the racism was already there.
Oh, great. But
yeah, a lot of different physical characteristics can vary based on this seed, the key that they take.
And there's one very special characteristic that many men have been interested in: penis size. So you could be generated with a less than average penis.
Yeah, and that would be, as a player, that would be very frustrating to you.
And guess what? You're stuck with it. That is you.
There's nothing you can do.
It's just like real life.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really change that, barring surgery that involves corpse tissue. Yeah, that's how it works, John.
Yeah.
I looked
and
it
look,
up.
you're going to be running around Rust with your bow and no pants, and you're going to pick up a note, and the note is going to say, you know, take these pills to get bigger, but don't trust it. Don't waste your money. You're going to need it for the game.
And then you'll get weird things into your inbox that you made in your hut.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing how the variance that they have in penis length. It doesn't seem like it needed to vary that much.
One Reddit user did make a post demonstrating the variant sizes and characteristics, and it's a video. We'll link to it. I don't know if I can post it here. It's a little NSFW because it is very realistic. I would say do it, but I'm not always in charge of what is needs to be censored and legal and PC and acceptable by YouTube standards.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely link it. It's interesting to see how interested players are in this one characteristic and how much attention it has gotten.
Well, can you blame them? I mean, this is a game where you literally do not start with pants.
Yeah.
So it's not like you can't even hide your shame. Like you load in, you're like, oh,
maybe,
come on!
Maybe you shouldn't be ashamed.
Maybe they
we should
shouldn't.
all just be really, like...
Yes, I believe the Rust community should be understanding and tolerant and diplomatic for the first time ever.
Kind to all shapes and sizes. That sounds like something the internet would do.
The problem that I have with this is that I think that it's fine to do these cosmetic differences so long as they don't have an in-game effect. But if literally some of these guys could use it as some sort of bludgeoning weapon by whipping their controller back and forth.
I don't think anyone's doing that.
Yeah, I think that they could.
I don't think it goes
I also
to
wonder,
that size.
in a game where you're as likely to be ganked and then they're going to teabag you, would it be worse to be teabagged by the guy who is gifted or the guy who is not at all gifted? I don't know which is more embarrassing.
I think it'll teach you that, you know, we're all just as talented and capable as the next person.
Yeah.
I think it's so interesting that you could just appear and you would be, you know, later on it'll be male and female, but you would be maybe this race and maybe your face would look this way. And because usually what we're used to in games is that we would create our own character, and more often than not, it's a gorgeous looking character. I mean, I've been called boring many times for the characters I create in Dragon Age, because you could be a Kunari, you could be a dwarf, you could be an elf. I'm always a human noble, and it's boring, but guess what? I don't like being discriminated against in the game.
That's true.
So I choose to be the one that doesn't get discrimination as a problem.
Yeah, see, I recently started playing Ark, which is a game that has a lot of similarities with Rust, and everybody's this like big buff dude, or like the chick with like the gigantic boobs or something. So I have like the skinniest guy with just big hands, feet, and head on like no body whatsoever.
What are your dinosaurs' names?
I named them after you.
Are they alive?
They don't get discriminated against. They do get slaughtered. But they slaughter all dinosaurs, so again, no discrimination. But anyway, yeah, look, I think that it was an interesting choice to make for the Rust devs, who I think objectively have done a pretty poor job at rolling out enough updates over time to take care of major problems that the game has, that this is something that they've decided to put their time into. Or maybe it's just one dick enthusiast who put a weekend in.
The creators were saying this is so you could tell each other apart. This is just another characteristic. So
like, you can recognize your face. Oh!
I recognize that. What's up, friend?
Yeah, I know that curve. No, I don't know. Look, for people who play Rust, I'm sure that this is a great change. It gives them something to joke about and everything. The game just does not appeal to me because of the playstyle that I believe it encourages.
Sure.
I think that this physical change encourages the sort of, I would say, I don't want to offend. Juvenile humor overall. I don't like the attitude of that community.
Feeling
really.
That we'll learn that maybe I'll generate as like a different race, and I'll generate as a male, and I get to experience this world now, and it's different from what I would have chosen, but it's what I've got, and this is a point of view that I'm learning. I'm expecting way too much.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
I think that.
What do you think, audience? Oh, guess what? Oh, that's just the tip of it.
Turbulent juice is coming, and you gotta take care of it.
So I think that it's a good thing to be put in these different scenarios you might not necessarily choose. You think that it is a target for juvenile humor and delinquency. What do you think, audience? Good choice, bad choice? Would you like being randomized, or would you hate it if you got something less than desirable? Let us know below in the comments, and please subscribe for more videos.